Hello Taurus, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashitsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past. This could also be a current relationship. For others of you, this could be a situationship. And for a small portion of you, this could be someone that you've met and you know there's a whole lot of energy, a lot of chemistry, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self, so I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. A lot is happening. We have here a very strong spiritual connection, the both of you, but a lot of sorrow and sadness is involved here too. First card, the strongest, we have here opening, followed by death and rebirth. After that, we have compassion, laughter, illness, wellness, selfhood, mystery, play. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have grief. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Taurus, there's a part of me that just simply wants to be open and honest with you. Certain things deep down in my heart and my life I have kept to myself. I have not really opened up and talked to you about certain things. And I feel it's time that I do. There is a part of me that wants to open up to you and talk to you about certain things that have been in my life, bothering me in my life. I also feel that in this connection, there are secrets that I've hidden from you, and it's time for me to open up and to talk to you about what all has been hidden. For this reason, I think it's important and I desire to have a rebirth of certain things that have happened and occurred in this connection. I want to put to sleep all that has happened before and have a rebirth of something new. Meaning, I want to have a restart in this connection. All that happened before, it was a rough and rocky road. But moving forward, I want things to be better. I want a second chance. The reason why I want a second chance is because I know what I have put you through. I have a lot of compassion for the things that you have done and for the things that you had to deal with. The situation that I put you into. I know that in this connection, there is a part of me that feels guilty. Guilty because I put you into a situation that really you shouldn't have been in. And you had to deal with it. I do admire you, and I do have a lot of compassion regarding this. In you I have found a best friend, someone who I can call my own. You know what makes me laugh. You know what makes my heart happy. And you know what makes me tick. All of the things that I have done in my life, the way things have been, it's because of you now that I see the world differently. You are that ray of sunshine on the cloudiest of days. And you have that power of making me feel ill and making me feel well. There are certain things that weigh me down below the surface. There are certain things that just grab onto me. Responsibilities, burdens, restrictions, constraints. I find it difficult. The difficulty I find, it is hard for me to be with you the way that you want me to. I feel that in this connection, there is this desire to be more than what I am right now, and to be with you the way that you would like me to. But there are certain things that have happened, certain things that I don't have control over, and these things govern the way that my fate and destiny is sometimes played out. I also feel that I want to have a second chance because certain things have happened in this connection and you have changed. You are no longer that person who was once naive, at least with me. Once bitten, twice as shy, you are now very guarded. You also will not let anyone in so easily. It was hard the first time. I also know that you are someone who has moved on. It looks like that. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. You are very self-sufficient, self-reliant. And I question the heavens. Why is it that you have been put onto my path, into my life? Why is that? I question the heavens. Why now? Why not before? Why not long ago? Certain things have happened, and I know that all of the changes that have occurred around me, it is because of you. There's something familiar about you. It's as if I've known you from before, and I feel very comfortable in every sort of way with you. Sometimes when you're not there, I can smell your scent. And sometimes I can feel your presence even though you are not in the room. I feel that you and I have had some sort of a spiritual connection, and that we are spiritually connected right now. With you, I have found a friend I never had, a best friend. You make me feel alive again, vibrant again, young again. In your eyes, I see mischief, but a lot of love and a lot of fun. Overall, certain things have happened in this connection that I'm not proud of. I broke you, and I broke your heart. I hurt you and caused you pain. I, for that reason, now grieve. I grieve because of the things that I have done, the things that I have said. The problem is, I can't change the past, and I live with this guilt, with this feeling of remorse and regret, sadness and melancholy, unable to change what I've done in the past. There is darkness, and around there is light. I hold up this light and hope that it will never fade. I regret what I have done and what I've said. And because of that, I want to open up to you and maybe even have a second chance with you. All right. Taurus. It's a very strong connection. You guys are either twin flames, soulmates, karmic partners, maybe even more, but these are the top 3 in my past life readings that I find that are the most intense. A lot is going on. We have this feeling, the overall arching theme, where your person of interest is hurting on the inside. They are genuinely hurting. But they also want to have a reconnection. They want to have a restart in this connection that the both of you have. Whether it's a relationship, a situationship, whether it's just the both of you having this energy together. Whatever happened, over time, things just got kind of worse and they faded. But now it's like a restart. This individual wants to put to rest all that happened before, and now they're planning ahead with something new. The reason why they can't let go of this, and the reason why they feel so attached, it is actually because they know and they feel this is a past life spiritual connection. It's a very intense and strong feeling that they have. You, Taurus, also feel this as well. And because of this, the reading could actually be vice versa also. This card itself tells me that the both of you are connected, and therefore sometimes the emotions and feelings, I'm seeing the word cross connection. So it could be in the reverse. It could be vice versa. Not reverse. Sorry. That's not what I meant to say. Scratch that. It could be, for example, that your person of interest is the one feeling this, but also in addition to them, you are as well. That's what I meant to say. So it's both of you mirroring each other, having the same sort of energy, and everything around you is just orbiting and it's circulating. Or circling. Is there such a word as circling? I would just say the word orbiting. It's like orbiting around you. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm also seeing the word hovering. So there's a certain energy that is hovering around you, and it is causing the both of you to want to be together, but also there are certain things that are so intense that it's very difficult to be together. This is the type of situation where you can't let go, and you may not be able to be with this person the way that you want to. Part of the reason is external issues. I'm seeing here with the illness wellness card, even if you want to be with this person, there are certain restrictions that they have, and not necessarily something that they have done. It's just their environment and their circumstances. All right, let's have a look at the Lover's Path Tarot. Okay. Queen of Staffs. So I like to have a look at this deck to see what happened in the past that may have caused this problem. So things were going great, everything was perfect, and all of a sudden it just kind of went downhill. And you're wondering what happened, because this person probably would not have talked to you about this. This is for those of you that never received any closure. You feel that this person took you for granted, they faded, they ghosted. They communicate less with you now. So what is the reason behind that? I also have here, in addition to that, certain things that were in their mind, in their heart, that they did not tell you, but they would still like to tell you. They just couldn't, for whatever reason. Sometimes they just feel very threatened and very shy. People do that all the time. Also, this deck I read in the reverse, and for those of you who are new, the first set of cards that I had, that set is actually in the, it's the upright, and that is the current status of your situation with this person, what the feelings and emotions are currently. This deck I read a little bit into the past, what happened where things just kind of started to go downhill. Queen of Staves here talks about how your person of interest used to be very powerful, clever, and there was a lot of talent. But then things changed. They felt a little powerless. They were not feeling as clever as they once did. They felt they were not talented anymore. Here, it talks about how your person of interest lost that enthusiasm and they were not taking action at some point in time. They were not feeling very supported by the universe and not wanting to support others. There was a lack of wit and wisdom. What happened was your person of interest was waiting too long to use their forces. They were not showing the world their strengths because they were actually feeling powerless. So here it talks about how sometimes you have someone who has so much potential. They have a lot of respect in society, and yet they will stay very quiet. They will not do what needs to be done at the moment. And this is something, unfortunately, that happened with this person. Whether they are respected in society, that was just an example. But your person of interest had the power. They just chose not to talk. They chose to ignore. But the reason was because they actually felt that they were powerless. They could have used their strength to talk, to get the job done, to communicate better. But they didn't feel that they had the power and the strength and the courage to do it. Maybe this will clear it up. 8 of Cups. This may tell us a reason associated to this card. Why would one act like that? We have here leaves taking, disillusionment, and transition. So taking a leave of absence. This person felt at some point in time in this connection, when they started feeling that power is gone, the reason why they felt that is because they felt it was time to move on. Need for more substance in life, whether that be a more satisfying relationship or even an authentic way of life. In the reverse, it talks about how this person lingered too long in a difficult or superficial situation, and they were uncertain about a relationship, whether they should stay or whether they should leave. They simply had doubts. Wow. That is the reason why your person of interest honestly did not initiate, did not communicate much. They were not using any sort of brilliance because they felt that, you know what, I'm just powerless. After they feel all of this, that sense of disillusionment and not really being able to move on, it's very discouraging. So they did feel powerless, and that's one of the reasons why they acted the way that they did. They did not open up to you. They were not that bold. They were not that direct. In the beginning, it may have seemed like it, but when things started to get a little serious, that's when they too got a little serious and they realized, you know what? I don't feel I can handle this. And they took a step back. All right, here we have another deck. This is the... Which one is this? Ooh. Beginner's Tarot. Interesting. 4 of Swords and the Hermit. I actually sometimes compare the 4 of Swords with the Hermit card. Very similar energy. Oh my. Could be, for some of you, a third-party situation. We have here, and third party doesn't necessarily have to mean, well, we do have a 3 of Swords here too. Third party doesn't have to mean 3 people. It could be a situation where the time, energy, and effort this individual is unable to dedicate and give that to you. So we have here the 4 of Swords starting off. This talks about taking a retreat, basically retreating, isolating oneself, not a retreat like a nice retreat. This is somebody being a hermit. So they've taken a step back because there's heartache and pain from the 3 of Swords in the past. They now are reevaluating their life. They have forced themselves into isolation force themselves into being lonely, detaching themselves from the everyday world problems in order to regain balance and understand the situation better. So they're not talking to anybody. And that makes sense because here, a few things have already happened where I see that there's a lack of communication. Now we also have here the Hermit. The Hermit card talks about how in this connection, there's this desire to know more, but that wit and wisdom that was lacking at some point in time needs to be had. Your person of interest here, from being in this state, they are still merging into another state, which is the Hermit, so no talking and no talking. Now, when they're in the state of the Hermit mode, what's interesting about this is that they really do want to cut to the heart of the matter and find out, why do I do the things that I do? Why did I treat Taurus like this? Why do I do the things that I do? Is there something I can do to change it? Why would I hurt them like this? Now they're just thinking about this person. The problem here with these two cards, I can see this is just part of this person's personality now. It's hard for them, whether it's with you, whether it's with somebody else, it's hard for them to have that sense of power and wit and wisdom and to talk things through. They don't feel that. They feel that anything that may seem real to others, it may seem fake to them. Superficialness, artificialness. And part of it was because they were not feeling it. They were not feeling very much connected. Here, however, the reason why, it's because they are actually undecided. And I definitely see this here. They may appear to you as if they know what they want, but if they did, they would have been with you. Here, there's an issue between you and something else, or you and someone else. We also have here the Queen of Wands. So they are extremely attracted to you. There is a feeling here of wanting to be with you, desiring that need to fulfill. They feel here, I'm seeing more of a loving, sort of a good mother kind of vibe. Now the word would be nurturing, not exactly mother, but a nurturing sort of feeling that they're getting from you, where they can be with you and you just know them. They can be with you and you just understand what they're going through, and you're good at reading them. So they do feel the spiritual connection with you, but also the fact that you specifically know them more than probably anybody else. Now, they find you irresistible and they do want to be with you intimately. We also have here the Seven of Cups. The problem is, yes, they find you to be extremely beautiful and gorgeous, but they're also procrastinating. They're daydreaming. They know they have a lot of options. They know they have a lot of choices. There's a lot of temptation around them. They want you, they desire you, but they also have an issue here because we have the Lovers. This talks about a choice between two things, either two people or an individual and something else. And the word in English is choice. I can't use any other words. Some people say they're upset. They write in the comments below, I don't want to be a choice. How dare you call me a choice? So people get offended by that word, that they're a choice, but the truth is, that's the only word I can use. It's either this or that, right? You choose one or the other. The key word here is choice. So we have a situation where your person of interest is choosing between two individuals, somebody that they've been with before and somebody who new they've met, okay? Or they're choosing between you and a passion that they have. It could be a career, could be a responsibility, could be anything. But the problem here, I see, is that they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. This is how they feel. They also feel that if they're with you, then they're not able to accomplish or be with that other person or accomplish that dream that they have in terms of their passion. The one thing that's interesting about this card, however, is this individual loves both things or both people. There is actual love here. It's not like they don't love you. It's just that they're at this junction point and they just don't know which way to go anymore because they love both things. And this could be a passion, this could be a person. But are you involved in that too? Yes. Because if they did not love you, they would have made that choice already and they would have left you a long time ago. This card would not have shown up. So this does mean that they love you. The problem here is that they may also love someone else or love something else. Now, sometimes there could be a situation where somebody loves someone at home, but they're in love with someone else. That has happened. I've seen that a lot in many of my readings. It's very common. It could be this, that. It could also be that there's somebody here that's special in their life, but they also have some passions and some dreams that they wanted to accomplish. Do they want to settle down, or do they actually want to go ahead and move far away and accomplish that? That sometimes is also a third-party issue, where we have something that's interfering. Now, for us, that may seem as interfering. For them, it's not interference. That's just part of their life. So I do see here they are contemplating, they are thinking a lot, they're trying to be a bit more wiser. I'm getting wit and wisdom. They're trying to gain that. They do have desire for you, but they are undecided. Simple as that. Do they have feelings and emotions for you? Absolutely yes. Have they decided what to do, who to be with? Truly not yet. But they do have a lot of desire and passion for you. Here we also have daydreaming. So sometimes this person ends up acting out certain things in reality that are all based on fantasy. That's another issue. This person sometimes doesn't live in reality. They're not good at planning. They're not good at being realistic or thinking about something realistically. This is why they also just stay and they just daydream. So this is a problem. Talk a lot about daydreams, a lack of realistic planning. That how do you move forward in a connection like that when it's not even realistic, right? This person could be all talk, no action. That's not good. All right. Let's have a look what the angels have to say about this. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right, these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. First card's the strongest. Look for a sign. Followed by no need to worry. Then we have here success. After that, we have trust. Followed by, this is double confirmed. Yes, you guys are past life spiritual connections. Now, this could be actually, doesn't have to be past life. It could be future life where you're scheduled to be together, maybe in a few hundred years. I do past life readings. And also, sometimes it turns out to be a future life reading. And if that's not the case, it simply just means you guys do have a spiritual connection, which means your soul and their soul recognizes each other. All right, Taurus. We have here, first card's the strongest. Look for a sign. So I don't remember if I just announced this. I'm just going to do it again. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. We have here, look for a sign. So this could be signs and synchronicities. This could also be red flags. So it's going to be very important for you because remember, this person's trying to make a choice as well. This means that they are judging and they are thinking, right? This also means that you need to be in the same mindset too. You can't just think of this person and just be like, I'm sorry, like you can't be worshiping this person, right? That's the issue here, is that there's so much love that love is blind, and it truly is sometimes. But we need to see things practically. So here, the card does say, look for a sign. This could be signs and synchronicities. The universe giving you numbers, for example, angel numbers, to let you know, yeah, you're on the right track. But sometimes this also means look for red flags. Look for situations that you find are just complicated, that it doesn't work in a relationship. So there are certain things that may affect you negatively, and you need to pay attention to that as well. That's what the angels here are also hoping for you to look into. We also have here, no need to worry, there will be success. That's a very nice sentence right there. No need to worry, there will be success. Trust in the divine, trust in the divine's plan. Because there is going to be romance on a spiritual level. So this is a spiritually based romantic connection. You guys could be twin flames, soulmates, karmic partners, maybe even more. There are more, and those, in fact, are the top 3 that I've seen that are the most intense. Now, they're saying no need to worry success, because why? Because you're going to be ready by that time when this happens. When success will come to you, and when you trust in the divine's plan, when you have that sense of patience, at some point in time, you're going to gain some experiences and learn a few things. Here they are saying you are ready. You will be emotionally, spiritually, and physically ready to tackle and handle any situation. We also have here reconsider. So some of you may have a look at these signs and you might notice that it may be, for example, a very negative situation that you're in. At that point, here the angels are also saying, there's 2 groups here. They're also saying here to reconsider what it is that you're going to say and do in regards to the situation. Is it worth it? Do you want to be in this situation? Do you want to be with somebody that keeps daydreaming and is not really living in reality? Because that's what's happening here. This person's not taking any action. That's the problem. We also have here the overall arching theme, let go, right? So for some of you who just are having a negative experience with this person, do look for a sign, look for those red flags, make sense of all of that, and there's no need to worry because success, it will come to you. Reconsider what it is that you're going to say and do in this connection, and it will be time for you to let go. Now, let go, I'm seeing the word move on. It just talks about you focusing on yourself, moving on, making yourself feel more assertive. I'm getting the word assertive to be in a connection in the coming future where you are assertive, not letting this person just set all of the rules and you're just following these rules. I'm getting the word rules, something to do with the way they behave. It's difficult to behave around them in a certain way sometimes because it may annoy them. We also have let go for some of you that simply just want to proceed in this connection. It's important for you to let go of this individual. If you are chasing, if you are sending messages, it sounds really discouraging, but the way it works is, yes, if you stop that, if you keep your distance, an individual will be more interested in you because then they start to miss you. And once they miss you, then they know that your value is something. And once you have value, then they also realize that, wow, I'm going to lose this individual because now you're worth something. And that's when usually people come around and they want to chase and they want to get whoever it is that they've lost. Sometimes it's too late, but this can only happen once an individual decides to let go and has that emotional and physical distance from the person. That's the only way people can miss the other individual. Be that rare diamond. Taurus, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. Do share your stories. I do read them and I do find them very helpful in learning more about what all of you do go through. And sometimes on my other channel, which is Asnointia Audio, I do use that as inspiration and motivation to write certain topics that is relationship related advice, in fact. So I do have another channel for those of you who are new called Asnointia Audio. The videos are absolutely free and that is on YouTube. Please have a look in the description below. I have videos there related to, it's relationship related advice, and that's based on feelings and emotions that people hide and they don't tell you, but I have the ability of telling you what they feel. So on average, this is what somebody would feel. I also have some on past life and spiritual connections. That will help you because this situation is exactly that. Those videos that I have, they will be very insightful. You'll learn more about that type of connection. Also, I have one on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? How to recognize and remove. Because we also have sometimes a lot of worry, it's important not to worry because we attract these negative energies. So have a look also on my website. I have some packages. One is on past life and spiritual connections, how to, well, not how to, but I teach you and I tell you what it is that happened in your past life, how it affects you now, and what is the root cause of the issues that you are facing. That's why I go all the way to the past. Now, sometimes, like I said, it's not always the past. A small portion, literally from 2 to 4% I've seen, that sometimes could be a future life connection. But at the end of the day, still, the both of you have a life together, whether it's in the future, whether it's in the past, but there's a story. And it's in order to get that story, and then you understand how you both are connected. So that's something I do. And it's quite lengthy, but it also takes me quite some time. I also have love readings right now that are available, as well as the chakra checkup. And also I have the Holy Light package, which is a self-help guide. The chakra checkup will help you get rid of negative energies from your home, around your aura, and inside of your chakra centers, which is your body. And that I have, I provide you with a reading when I do that one. But the Holy Light package is a self-help guide. It will help you do the same thing. It's just that with the other one, chakra checkup, you get a personalized reading. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope that I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. Bye now.